Yo, peace of the tribe. Today we are here with a new video with the Thoth Tarot deck, and today I have 3 cards pulled to have us have an understanding of the energy of the day. Also, just learning Thoth Tarot, understanding the cards and the meanings. Plus, this gives us a great tool just to understand our lives and how we can go through it day to day, and just a great source for the spirit. So let's get started. So with these 3 cards, what I have set up is a standard past, present, future, and to put and to say like what you've been through, what are you going through, where you are now, and where you're going to go through in the future, as in if you make these choices. Because as we think about tarot, sometimes when we pull cards, we think that this is this definite meaning, this is going to happen, but we have to think about our choices. Most choices that we make, we already know that we was going to make, is understanding why that we made it. But, or however, sometimes when you know your choices and you know a lot about your future, and what I mean by knowing a lot about your future is knowing what you plan ahead and your choice that you're going to make, you can see what challenges are going to come when you have things planned out. And when we think of challenges, let's think of the star. Right? Oh, hey y'all. I was like, switch the camera. So let's think of the star. The star, let's get a better zoom of it. We have Aquarius energy. And then look how the star she has, it's a woman representing the goddess Nut. And we have 2 vases, one poured into on herself and one she's poured back into the earth. So when we think of Aquarius, we think about the rebellion, right, that Aquarius go through. And we think about the change and the things they take into life. And why I'm explaining this to you, because sometimes we have to understand the energy of the cards to have us see where it's going to. Because the star is letting us know that we've been through some challenges. It's letting us know that those challenges was to make us, right? The star represents the test that you was given. And whether if you pass that test or not, is understanding that you must trust in the universe. Because trusting in the universe is trusting in you. Because you are the spark. The star is letting you know that you are one, the micro and the macro. But if you don't get that, then it's going to be hard for you to transition into death, into change. Change is a prominent thing that you're going to need. When we think about this card right here, you have Scorpio, and then there's even a scorpion in it, letting us know the tendencies that we have to think about, the tendencies that come from Scorpio. The Scorpio's sting is covering and looping to his back, and Scorpios tend to kill themselves. So when you think about that, we have tendencies to prohibit change. We have tendencies to also, or even think of this, think of the scorpion, the tendencies to stab ourselves, to cause death, to cause change. You have a reaper with a scythe ready to chop his leg off. And even if you really pay attention, this is a symbolism of Saturn. This is that blade represents the 5 in Saturn, as you can see. So let you know that discipline, hard work, rising up to the statue. You even have the ego in the corner, represent higher consciousness. Even his helmet represents the Egyptian helmet, where they had the helmets of the South and Lower Egypt, Higher Egypt, Lower Egypt. And those heads, that hat is a particular, I can't think of the name and I apologize, but that hat is a particular like symbol of highness, leadership. Only the kings or the pharaohs, I say, should wear those hats. So in order for you to even step into that, you must change. Like, you understood the challenges that you've been through, and that challenge should have made you one, or it needs to get you in the process of becoming one. But in order for you to become one with spirit, first you have to understand who you were. Now is making that process and sharpening yourself, making up the clay, because man cannot just be transformed without forms of suffering. And from that, it's either you're going to work. It's like going to the gym. You're going to suffer when you go to the gym. When you're working out, it starts to hurt. And then as you get better, you're able to stand up at the same time. You're putting your body under a type of stress for it to feel better. And even if you're doing bad things to your body, you're putting your body in a type of stress, causing your body to inhabit certain entities or bring on certain diseases. Or dis-ease, as I per se. So if you think about that, you are bringing a form of change on your body, whether it's good or bad. So pick the change that you want in your life by understanding the challenges that you've been through, by forming a process. Because if you don't have a plan, you're going to be the opposite of this card. Because this card is dominion, right? When we take dominion over our lives, we understand the responsibility we must take. We understand the choices that we make reflects on us, not anyone else that we can't blame. So if we can even get in that process and think like that, like, okay, the choices I make get me here, but I'm gonna have a plan for it. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna write down a list. I'm gonna have a budget of how much I'm gonna spend at the grocery store. I'm gonna write this down. Send this. It's just having that plan. Because if you don't have that plan, if you don't have a plan to change, to take dominion over your life, it's like the challenges and things that you've been through are just going to keep repeating because you're never learning the lesson to help you move on, to help you move forward. In the class, when a teacher gives you a test, and the whole class fails, or if you constantly fail, the teacher is going to make sure you get it. The teacher is not going to move on, because if you don't get this curriculum, you won't be able to understand the next. So if we don't understand what phase we are in our life, and we don't learn that phase to be able to transgress forward, then we are going to be stuck in multiple ways. So before I get out of here, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe, like, subscribe, share. It helps the channel. Donate to the channel, and come back for more, to see more tarot with me. And I hope you enjoyed the show. So wrap up one more time before we go. Understanding our challenges and knowing who we are and trusting in one in ourselves. Starting the alchemical process and changing ourselves. Bringing death, having a renewance. Flushing things of oldness and releasing our past. Taking dominion over our lives and planning ahead. Walking into the responsibilities and change in our life that we are ready for. So, Ashe, and thank you all for joining me. Peace.